Okay, hi everybody. Hi. So tonight we are here to do a Dollar Tree new arrivals video. Sorry about that. I had myself open in two windows and I couldn't figure out why because it didn't happen to me earlier. So we're gonna dim this light here. I'm a little closer to you tonight. So I'm going to be doing Dollar Tree new arrivals, and then if you want to stick around, I'm also going to try to go through some other stores to share with you guys whatever's on sale. So for those of you that are interested in buying some stuff that is on sale and that you're going to get a good price on, that is what I'm going to try to do for you. So let's go in. But for those Dollar Tree lovers, we're here mainly for that. So let me go ahead and get myself all situated and let's get us all ready. So here is the Dollar Tree website. For those of you that don't know, I do use Rakuten because I'm doing this on a desktop. You can get the Rakuten app on your phone. If you're familiar with it, then you probably already know. But when you have Rakuten attached to your Chrome or attached to any browser that you use, it will share with you how much of a percent that you can get back if you shop online. I realize most of you probably shop within the store. I mean, that makes sense, right? But I did want to go ahead and just share that with you because I do use Rakuten. As you can see, Rakuten pops up every time. I'm going to go ahead and refuse the cookies there. But Rakuten pops up every time, and then it's going to tell me that if I want to shop online through Dollar Tree, it's going to save me a 1%. So it's going to merge together, and then it is going to give me Dollar Tree. So I haven't done Dollar Tree in a while. Thursdays are going to be online shopping night for us. I want it to primarily be designated to Dollar Tree. So obviously for those of you, Dollar Tree lovers, this is something that's going to help you out in terms of what you're going to see coming into the store, what versus what's in the store now. Now, I have not physically walked into a store. It's been really rainy, foggy, cold, and I did not make the effort to go into a store tonight. So this is how we're doing it. How about that? So, but it's not going to be the case all the time. Like I said, I brought you a Valentine's Day video, not a couple videos ago. And Thursdays I want to dedicate to Dollar Tree specifically. Today I was an exception because I gave you a twofer, which means I just did an online shopping haul live. Now I will be doing those as well. And I'm thinking that live streams are so easy to do, you guys. So I might designate like maybe Sundays or Fridays to a live haul to get to know my community and build and be more consistent on the channel and so forth. But Thursdays, I want to specifically dedicate to Dollar Tree. So, and then, for those of you that want to hang out afterwards, because I'm going to try to make this quick and painless. I want to share with you all the other websites that I've been looking at and all the sales I've been looking at and so forth. So if you're a person like me that likes to get casual stuff, tops, sweatshirts, things like that, jeans, tennis shoes, all that stuff, 2026 is one of those years that I really want to spoil myself and rebuild my casual wardrobe, pajamas, shoes, socks, slippers, and all of that. So we know that Dollar Tree now has its plus section. It's been around for a while. We know that we've seen a price fluctuation for some time. We know that I did Valentine's Day very early on. Easter was not available yet. I don't know if I want to do Easter's per se tonight, but as you can see, if you go on the website, you can do this on your phone as well. You can even do a desktop view if you don't want to go in the app because Dollar Tree has an app now. We waited forever for that app, girl. But you can go to the Easter shop here and all of the Easter stuff should be available. Mardi Gras, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, I did very early on, and I don't really think I need to recover that because Dollar Tree, they are one of the stores that is on it. It's probably very similar to like how soon Hobby Lobby puts all their stuff out, So Dollar Tree's pretty on it when it comes to early bird gets the worm kind of thing. And so we see a lot of returns. We see even spring stuff is in the stores at this point, right? They're clearing out all the winter stuff. So that's why I'm going to do a bonus stuff at the end of this video to share with you guys. Old Navy, American Eagle, JCPenney, Sam's. We may hop over to the Rack. And then, also, I don't know, any other store I can think of, because I'm going to be on tonight for about 2 hours. So just so you know, and then I'm going to film a couple videos after this for getting ready for all the other stuff I have to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start with new arrivals. Now, new arrivals, they did this to the website some time ago. I do want to say this. So when I go through the new arrivals, it's now per tabs and all these different things. Back in the day, you guys, when I started doing this in 2017, it was one cluster of all the new arrivals, which was kind of nice because you could just repopulate this in giant selection of new arrivals and you could just see it all. Now that they've revamped the website and done technical stuff to it, it's a lot more organized and it's, a lot more sectioned out and stuff. What popped up on the window now is make your inbox happy. So if you guys haven't signed up for dollartree.com, you want to do that just because they are going to share with you what's coming out on early on, especially for plus section stuff. I mean, Dollar Tree is still a huge community. It's very popular on socials. All of them is popular on TikTok, it's popular on Instagram, it's popular on YouTube, it's popular on Pinterest, it's popular everywhere. And I think I've tried to do my best to let DollarTree.com get its spotlight as well, because I think most people go into the store, watch creators that show things in the store. But there are people out there that live in counties and cities and things like that where the products just don't reach. And some, just have products that, I mean, people are blown away when they travel. They go into other Dollar Tree locations and they're just like, wow, my Dollar Tree doesn't have this. So I started doing dollartree.com new arrivals just to kind of share with us what's going to be popping in the store. We also see a lot on Dollar Tree of manufactured items from Dollar Tree, but I have said this many times. Now, I've been doing Dollar Tree for a very long time, you guys, and I read the finance section of Dollar Tree. I try to figure out what's going on with them as a corporation, as a store. So a lot of times I try to share with you what's new, what contracts they have with stores. Now, I did share in the past that they do have a contract with Overflow for Walmart and Target. For a while there, I want to say it was like somewhere around 2018 or 2019 where they started getting Overflow from Michael's, from the store Michael's. And I know Joann's, a bunch of Joann's stores closed too, and I was curious where that overflow was going to go. And so, just keep your eye out because a lot of times, you're always going to see stuff from Walmart in Dollar Tree, and you're always going to see stuff from Target in Dollar Tree. So just, keep that in mind. But you definitely want to sign up for the value seeker, I think this is called, and just get your name on the list. You know what I mean? It helps a lot. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, they've done this in categories. This is a new thing. It's probably for about the last 4 years or so. So we're going to start with the most common, which is the holiday season. And this is basically just going to show everything that's actually out there. And what I do is I repopulate the selection view to new. I don't isolate anything from in-store or online. I just let it cluster together. And this is what is happening. So if you are a crafter or if you're someone that loves Dollar Tree for all of the, interesting stuff that comes along, this is actually going to merge all of the items that are a variety of prices. So as you can see, Dollar Tree, unfortunately, it doesn't look like has a filter just from low to high, that kind of thing. It's got it per prices. So one of the things I like to point out with all the changes that have happened from Dollar Tree, now Dollar Tree has announced, they started announcing all of these major changes that I've shared with you guys in the past in 2021. So really all of the people that were like freaking out over like all the changes of Dollar Tree and like, oh my goodness, Dollar Tree's raising. Well, Dollar Tree had announced it was going to start making these changes. So all of this stuff was really never kind of that big of a shock, if that makes sense to a lot of us. Let me see if I can, I want to put myself down on the bottom. So I'm going to put myself down on the bottom so you can get the best, hi, Megan, while they get the best prices, but they also announced all this stuff. So for everyone that was really surprised and shocked and, kind of thrown out and thrown away, like, oh my goodness, Dollar Tree's raising its prices. Oh my God. I think a lot of us, since the 99-cent store chain had closed and Five Below owned, one of my friends let me know that Five Below owned 99-cent stores. I think what we're discovering is when you go on the website, and I want all the creators to share this with your people, what I know that the majority of the selections and of the locations of Dollar Tree are 125. You can see a lot of products that are 125. But when you go on the website, the primary majority of all products are $1.50 nowadays. So if you look at this, if you get a chance to watch this in some way, you'll see on the left-hand side there's a filter and it says $1.25 unit, meaning that all the products that they're going to show on the website at $1.25, there's only two, literally two on the entire website across the board. Now, units and items that are $1.50 this week, there is 169. Now, $1.75, it's only showing a dollar, only one product. It's showing 6 products at $3, 2 products at $4, 35 products at $5, 8 products at $6, 11 products at $7, 1 product at $9, and 1 product at $10. So it gives us a synopsis and an idea that Dollar Tree is pretty much going to level out at a $10 range at a norm. Does that make sense? So I think the creators that share Dollar Tree information need to let people know the $10 range somewhere. I don't think you're going to see a lot of products. I think the majority you're going to see $5 products more or less, but $7 products are making their way into more of a majority because there's 11 advertised on the website. So like I said, you're still going to see, there's a ton of people that go in the stores that show you the food that's still $1.25, the makeup that's still $1.25. There's probably some baby products or some bath products or, some of the standard stuff, maybe some soap and, some whatever it is, that's pretty much going to stand alone, stickers probably and stuff like that. But what's going to happen is Dollar Tree is going to migrate towards the norm is going to be 150. So just be mindful if you're making videos that, or, doing TikTok, whatever it is that you're doing, just make sure that you're kind of keeping out for your audience that, that just to not like that it's becoming a standard. Okay. Will Dollar Tree survive? I think they will. I think the community and the love for Dollar Tree is never really going to die down. And with the cost of living and things like that changing and everybody seeing raised prices, I don't think it's shocking anybody anymore. So one of the first 3 products that we see on the top of the selection is a lot of the pom-pom garland. It looks like there's some bunny pom-pom garland here for $5. Super cute. It's white with some pink ears, and that's got a little bit of glitter. So super cute on that end, but that is a plus section item. We've got some items that are like the wooden gnome heart sticks. I guess, I don't know if those are for the lawn or whatever. It looks like they are. We've got a lot of Easter baskets coming into Dollar Tree, a lot of spring items, which is the floral branch yardsticks. We see these every year. They tweak them a little bit. Like I said, Dollar Tree is going to have some brand new items that are going to come in every year and some standard stuff that returns because the sales are good. So we do have a garden collection bell plant cloche. So that's some kind of a plastic cloche. A cloche is it's a flat plate, and then it has a dome lid. So that's what a cloche is. So that's going to be $1.50, which is not bad. And if you're looking for measurements, just make sure that you go into the product and you can look at the product details and it'll tell you how big something is, because a lot of people are very, very interested in how big things are. So, like I said, if you're a person that creates content, just, never forget the website and remind people to go on the website if they want measurements, but usually it's on the label. So, with that said, just, I don't know. I understand that it's not really a big deal because most people don't care, but there are crafters out there that are looking for something specific sizes. So we have round coconut basket. That's kind of like a weaved basket. That's $1.50. We've got some heart items. We've got a lot of the Valentine's Day stuff. I'm sure the majority of you guys have seen. So I'm going to kind of bypass that just because we're closer to Easter at this point. We do have a garden collection solar hook. That's $1.50. That got 4 stars. So apparently it's a big hit in Dollar Tree. You can probably put a tea light in there or something if you're looking for decor. Dollar Tree has some socks going on for Valentine's Day. I went into the Dollar Tree early on and they had such cute socks. And, Dollar Tree's currently been carrying all of the, what is it called? It's not pop culture, but it's like novelty socks, with all the candy brands and all that kind of stuff. So really cute, good quality. fun socks, if you're doing baskets or whatever. Then we have the jute, right? Carrot Easter decor. That's a 6-pack. They have this every year. It comes in a clear plastic packaging. And, a lot of people use those for baskets and stuff. Now, this is new, I believe. Now, Dollar Tree always does a lot of focus on Peeps every single year. And every single year they have fun stuff. So it looks like they have the Peeps marshmallow scented hand soap. So if you're wanting to just use the containers, those are really cute. They come in pink, orange, yellow, and blue. Now, the reason why I like to point out with how many are in the collection and what colors there are is because a lot of people will say, oh, I went to my store and they just had orange, or I went to my store and they just had this color. How many are in the collection and what colors? So like I said, those of you that make content, make sure that you're sharing, go on the website. You know what I mean? If you ever have questions, because even when you're covering the store, you don't really know, you know what I mean? If what you're seeing is all there is. So just make sure you're bringing traffic to the website as well, or encourage the app. We have some grow your own plant kits. Those are cool. And those are a bunch of different types of flowers or something like that. That's $1.50. That's kind of something fun for the kids to do. If you're doing baskets or you're wanting to give kids something new to do, I think I know my god granddaughter is really into gardening with her mom. So like it gives us ideas, of not just to put candy and things like that in baskets. They do have some, I guess they're called Balboa bunny plush, assorted colors. These are Peeps and these are pastel this year. These are $5 items. For those of you that are wondering how big these are, they're super cute. They are 4.5 inches wide and they are 10 inches high. So super cute, probably really plushy, very pillowy. They come in a mint green, pink, a baby blue, and a purple. So that's cool. Very, very cool on that end. I like Peeps. I think they're cute. Okay, moving on. We have a lot of the planters. A lot of people love to go into Dollar Tree right around springtime, get all of their planters. Same thing for organization stuff, with pastels and different colors they come out with. The planters this year are black with sort of a neutral base, a white with a neutral base, and like a light sagey green, real super light. And those are $1.50. If you're wondering how big those are and you're not able to watch, these are, let's see, they're 7.5 inches high and they're 7.5 inches wide. So not too bad. They're not really super giant, but they're big enough, to have some plants inside the house, or if you have a kitchen window or something like that. Then we have some flare top plastic planters. I think they have these everywhere as well. So they have them in the terracotta, which is like the clay type brownish color. They have black, they have baby blue this year, they have white, and they have gray. So I'm not sure if those are a return or what. And just keep in mind, most of everything that Dollar Tree sells is plastic. So, just be mindful of that. But you can still make something very cheap look very inexpensive look expensive, if that makes sense. So then we have some Garden Collection solar stake lights. These come in like a copper color this year, copper, black, and silver. And then we have the Garden Collection cylindrical solar stake lights, and those come in silver and black. And sometimes people line those up into their walkways. Then we have some more planters that are textured. So these are more like pinstripe planters, and they're more rounded, if that makes sense. So they're wider and more rounded as opposed to the other planters that are taller and more narrow. So these are $1.50 and they come in gray, kind of like a white and oatmeal tan. So if you know what oatmeal looks like, then they're more like a beigey color. And then they also have a little bit of a bluish gray color. Then they have some more stake lights for $1.50. These are black and they're like caged. So you can put like, the solar lights, like they light up, almost looks like a street lamp kind of thing. And then there's some seasonal collection hoppy toys, and these come in a various, like a duck and a bunny and all this kind of stuff. And then we have all of the St. Patrick's Day, the stuff that returns every single year. I don't know how many people are really into this St. Patrick's Day stuff, but I like to mention it just because it is some holiday, it's a holiday some people like. They also have some Garden Collection hook yardsticks. These are pretty long. Those are $1.50. And then we have some Garden Collection metal flagpoles, and those are $1.50. We do have some Easter hand soap containers, and those, it doesn't look like there's more than 2 in this collection. So you have the baby bird and the rabbit, which has like a carrot, like decal on the front. Super cute. And if you're wondering how big these are for the sink or whatever, these are 3 inches high and about 6.5 inches wide. So they're not very big, to be honest. I don't know if there's soap that comes in them already, or if they have if they're just a plastic container, you would have to go in the store and look at that. But Easter stuff is, pretty much we're going to see a variety of everything. So we still have some, Valentine's Day stuff because it's not quite here yet. And a lot of us that do retail and stuff, we just kind of move on because the stuff is introduced so early. But they do have some seasonal collection Valentine's Day spinners. They look like globes, kind of. They have a red one with saying on it, I think it says Together Forever. They have a round one that has XOXO, and they have a pink one that's shaped like a heart that says You Are Loved or something like that. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, they have the shred on sale, the gardening gloves. We see these every year. They come out with the gardening gloves. Those are $1.50, and they have different patterns every single year. So if you're into that, definitely check that out. I know a lot of people like the gloves for some reason, so definitely check those out if you garden or you're going to be planting anything. Even if you have like a townhouse like type of balcony or something, it's always fun to put plants out, on your patio or whatever. So we have some Disco Dazzle cup with straws. These are gold and kind of like a disco ball kind of pink, if that makes sense. Then we have some giant decorative bows for Easter, and those are going to be 3 different kinds. We've got pink with some variety color in the middle. We've got a white one with pink ears and a white kind of pinky feet looking, little bunny feet or whatever. And then we have the neutral one with the gingham ears. The gingham ears and the feet on that. And those are $1.50. Then we have the plastic eggs. They come back every single year. These are $1.50. They're quite large, so you can put quite a few things in there. And I will say that with Dollar Tree stuff, they're plastic containers, things like that. The lids are pretty secure. I mean, I've never really bought anything from Dollar Tree that cracks, or, obviously if you're rough on it, if you're throwing it on the ground or something like that, then obviously it's going to crack. But I would say that most of the plastic containers on Dollar Tree are pretty sturdy. So that for $1.50, you get a really good price. And, that's something that is comparable to when you go into Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something like that. Then they have these shiny little metallic toy balloon bears. They look like gummy bears, but they're like super shiny. I showed these when I was in the store as well. They're super cute. So if you are doing any kind of a fun basket for someone, nieces, nephews, someone's kids, even coworkers, teddy bears are really in this year, you guys. I don't think they're going to be knocked from 2025 with the Ralph Lauren thing coming around. Everything is teddy bears. So I don't think that that's going to die off anytime soon. So now they're just bringing in other forms of that, like gummy bears and so forth, and we're going to see a lot of vintage stuff, I think, for 2026 as well. Strawberry Shortcake is going to continue, and other like vintage characters and things like that. I know, what's that other doll? Something, it was an old doll from the 80s, and I can't remember her name, but Hobby something or something, Hobby, or I don't know, something like that. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. If you know, you know. Valentine's Day headbands. We've got some Valentine's Day tutus. Tutus are kind of fun for the kids. We have some seasonal collection musical animals. Now these tutus all as well are $3 items. The teddy bears are $5 items, and then we have some seasonal collection bunny pencil sharpeners. Those are $1.50. We've got all the Easter stuff. The Easter garland for $1.50. I think that's paper. It's felt. So just make sure that, obviously when you're listening to this or when you're looking for something in the store, if you're making a wish list, that you understand that some of it is paper, some of it is felt, so it's not like cardboard or sturdy or something like that. So, but it still looks cute, on the fireplace or on like, if you have like a coffee bar or a hutch or something, that those little garlands look super cute on there. They have some more peeped bunny shaped Easter eggs. And these, I think they have these every year. These are a 4-pack and they're $1.50. And then we have some garden collection plastic rolling plants. Those are $5. So those are pretty sturdy. Then we have some Easter themed printed pillow covers. So I know Dollar Tree, I remember when everybody was so excited about the Dollar Tree had pillow covers. They were kind of small though. So just make sure that you check it out. I think the smaller ones come in 16 by 16 and the average pillow is 18 by 18. So just keep that in mind. But if you're just looking for a small accent pillow for like, lawn furniture or something for the couch or a chair or something like that, then that's easy. And, you can even put those accent pillows in the bathroom. They do have some, so we have a lot of planners. They do have these seasonal Easter themed metal hooks. So if you're putting, like something on your kitchen cabinets, if you're doing any kind of wreaths or anything, these are a great buy. However, I will tell you, they're not plain. They do have carrots and bunnies and things like that on them, but you can pull those off. So just keep that in mind, because if you go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that, these hooks, they run like $3 or $4. So to get them for $1.50 is a really good price. And all you have to really do is spray paint them. So if you are a person that uses wreaths on your like kitchen stove or your kitchen cabinets or something like that, these are actually a really good find. I mean, I'm just saying that because we have a lot of kitchen cabinets, and I was like looking to buy the wreath hangers, and I like the short ones because we have cupboards above our like microwave, and every, like hanger that I was looking for was too long. So to go to Dollar Tree, they have some really good stuff that you can always DIY. So keep that in mind. We have garden collection terracotta watering stakes. Those come in 5 different like, I don't know, characters, if you will. They have a snail, they have a bee, they have a hedgehog, they have a frog, and they have a mushroom. So super cute. They do have some of the colorful plastic gardening watering cans. We see these every year. These, it looks like the color palette this year is like a baby blue, a gray, a cobalt blue, which is more of a brighter blue, and then a green. And this is more of like I don't know, think of like a mint green, but a little bit richer, if that makes sense. So it's not quite really pastel. It's more of a brighter primary mint. And then we have some seasonal collection camouflage Easter eggs. So those are kind of fun. And those are going to come in blue camouflage, green camouflage, and pink camouflage. And those are a 12 piece for $1.50. We've got some Rubik's cubes, more planters. We do have some sun and moon shaped metal wall decor. So if you get a chance to see those in the store, I know a lot of people like boho stuff and stuff like that. So these are going to come, and the crescent moon, because it's kind of unique, So if you like that kind of stuff, or somebody, these are $5 items, by the way. They come in orange, they come in an antique gold, and they come in a silver, so more of a grayish silver. Then we have the garden collection solar lantern 1 count. Those are $6. So please make sure you understand that some of these items that I'm calling out, if you're just listening, they are on the plus side section. So just make sure to wander in those aisles and, go on the website and just kind of browse around. Nowadays, Dollar Tree has it to where you can section out the plus section, so you can see, kind of just go to exactly what you're looking for and not have to worry about it. There's a lot of wall clings. We know Dollar Tree does this every year. There's lots for Valentine's Day. There's lots for Easter. I did see the seasonal collection Valentine's Day. They're like a flocked teddy bear, which means they're like a moss sort of. They call it flocked, but like it's like hollow in the middle, and then they're super cute, but remember they're not very heavy. So if you use them and you stand them up, just make sure you put, like you just know that they're not very heavy. So they could be knocked over if you have kids. So $5 items on that. They do have some birdhouses this year, super cute, real springy, real vibrant colors. They have 4 different selections on this. This is a $5 item. And these are really, really adorable. So they do have a yellow with a blue top, green with like a magenta or like a pinkish, like a richer, I don't know how to say that. It's more like a reddish pink, if that makes sense. And then there's a baby pink with a pastel yellow or cream house. And then there's a blue one and with a really bright yellow top. So super cute. These are $5 items. If you know someone that likes bird feeders and things like that, those are fun. Okay, so I am doing my best to get this done. Dollar Tree has like 800 items, you guys. So I don't, and I'm a talker. So, but regardless, let's see. All right. So we have all of the spring tools like rakes and stuff like that are going to be coming into the website. Lots of, like I said, gardening tools, everything gardening. Everything Easter, we've got the tail end of Valentine's Day coming around. They've got a mixture of the plus section and regular $1.50 items. As you can see, as I call this stuff out, There's not very much $1.25 items that they're advertising, but when you walk in the store, you realize, because when I first started doing this and I noticed that 150 was taking over, then I went in the store and I'm like, well, wait a minute. There's still a large portion of the store that's $1.25. So don't let the $1.50 alarm you. But I will say it's much easier these days to walk into Dollar Tree and spend $100 than it used to be. I'll tell you that. All right, seasonal collection Easter LED lights, assorted bulbs. These are like a string light, it looks like. And these for $1.50, these are a 10 pack. And let's see, because I think these are the ones when you walk in and they show you like an example. So these are like little seasonal lights and they come in bunnies, Easter eggs, carrots, and little chiclets. So cute. So if you guys are decorating or anything, you can, another good thing is you can put I hate to say this, but because I talk too much, but I'm just saying, if you're looking for a fun way to use these lights, just go into Marshall's or Ross or a place like that and get like a glass cloche and then just put those little fun lights in the middle of them. Or get a vase from Dollar Tree and then just put the string lights inside, so they light up in the, like on your hutch or something. Super cute. I love those little lights. And I'm always like, what do I do with the lights? There's only 10. Do you know what I mean? But even if you put them on your nightstand or something like that, they're still fun to use. So definitely check that out. Oops, I just dropped my glasses. There you go. All right, so seasonal collection Poppet toys. These are the poppers, so if you're making a basket for a child or something, that everybody loves these. Naomi loves these. She always talks about them. So definitely check those out. Include those in a basket if you're throwing something together for somebody's kids or if you're donating. They do have a lot of signs. We know they have a lot of table decor and signs and everything else. And we know Dollar Tree is really kind of leveled up when it comes to the signs because they have so many of them. But they have one that says Easter and one that says spring, and that just has the multicolored bunnies like with the ears and stuff like that. The spring one, all of the ears are sprung like straight up, and then the Easter one is kind of like bent. So if you guys like the floppy thing, you can DIY that as well. And then we have some garden collection flower shaped solar stake lights. Those are coming in a bunch of different kinds of flowers. So those are fun as well. And then we also have some jumbo poop emoji Easter eggs. So if you're looking for the fun, versatile Easter eggs to put in the baskets, those are fun. And then all of the gardening gloves, they have another set of gardening gloves that are much more like pastel, and then they're like two-tone. So check those out. It looks like each glove has like a different pattern on it. So fun if you're putting together like a basket for someone that loves gardening or something like that. And plushies are like, really popular at Dollar Tree. We've got all of the St. Patrick's Day coming in. We have all of the like gardening kind of little accessories coming in. These are super cute. These are a gardening collection metal bee bobbleheads. So they have like a black one, a pink one. They have a green frog, and then they have a yellow bee. So cute. So cute. Those are really cute. Those are $5. Then we have some more like tie-dye sort of two-tone planters, black, and then they have like a white one, a blue one, a green one, and a red one. If you're looking for something like that, $5. And then we have some more children's stuff. These are My First Growing Plants. Like I said, I just think that's really fun. To always give the kids something away from all the electronics. Do what you can, because we have all these kids that are, so enthralled in electronics. It's always cool and fun to give them something to do. So, because I know Naomi loves that. It just blows me away that she's into arts and crafts. She loves this stuff. She loves markers. She loves like making things. She loves glitter. She loves macaroni and glue and all that stuff. And it's so pleasant to see because she loves her shows. Don't get me wrong. She loves Netflix. She loves her tablet, all that stuff. But I love to see the fact that she's so artsy. She's 6. She'll be 7 in May. And it's just really cool to see that because, with all the electronics and video games and things like that, I just think it's really neat to see little kids, do like physical things. So that's why I love Dollar Tree for that purpose. And she loves going in there and like, she's so overwhelmed every time. It's so funny. But there is more LED sets of lights for $1.50. These are more like of a garden selection. So before I mentioned the 10 lights that had like the bunnies and stuff, well, these are kind of cute. They have some ladybugs, which are super cute. They have some bees. They have some little daisies with the happy faces in the middle, and then they have some butterflies. So again, if you're doing any kind of like decorating around your hutches or anything like that, these are really fun. And you can use them in, candle, you can use them in clear houses. You can do a ton of stuff with that. They're just like fairy lights. So let's see. I'm scrolling quickly because I'm trying to get through this. All right. So we still have some Easter themed tasseled garland. So they do have some garland. And I do think these are paper themed as well. So just be careful. But they still have some fun stuff. And then they have some metal bird house with hooks. So they have these every single year. They come out with different shapes, different sizes every single year. And they're so fun, especially if you like, because I remember not this house, but our last house, we had a lot of hummingbirds. And it was just so fun to like feed, fill the feeders up and see the little hummingbirds come. So like, I love that Dollar Tree always has all these like little different shapes and stuff like that. So like the beehive, they have the little gardening, I don't know, water thingy, Here they have a mushroom, and then they have a sunflower. And these are $5 items. You're going to find these in the plus section. So super fun. All right. So I am scrolling quickly to try to see how many other items I can get to without boring you. Okay. So we have some more of the shred if you're making baskets. We've got more of the floral solar stake gardening stakes for the lawn. And those are going to have all kinds of different spring patterns, ladybugs and flowers and butterflies and all that kind of stuff. So just, those are pretty tall too. So if you're doing DIYs or something as well. Then we have the Easter sticker activity eggs with cartoon design. And those are going to be all like, Disney characters or whatever, or like movie characters or something like that. So that I love that Dollar Tree has really done that now, that like, every single time you go into Dollar Tree, you can find stuff that the kids actually like. Because a long time ago, it wasn't like that. But I love the fact that there's so much novelty stuff now on Dollar Tree. And I think that's thanks to Walmart, to be honest. But these are Easter eggs, and they have like surprises in them. Because I know that's Naomi's favorite thing. Like we go down that aisle and she goes and gets those little packages, full of these surprise little, I don't know, little teeny tiny characters of some sort. I don't know, girl. I don't have no kids, but I'm just saying, like that's her favorite thing. But boy, oh boy, girl, at $1.50 and $1.75, and then she wants like 5 or 6 of them. I'm like, girl, yeah. I mean, it's so easy to spend $35 now at Dollar Tree. I'm such a cheapskate. Anyways, they have some more gardening tools for kids. Actually, they have a pink one and a yellow one, so that's real fun if you're going to be stocking up on beach toys and things like that for the summer. They've got some pre-filled Easter eggs at a 50 pack. They've got some kids gardening totes. Those are neat. They have some more of the St. Patrick's Day. Like I said, St. Patrick's Day is kind of a staple. They usually bring in all the same stuff every single year. The hats, what is it? The gold coins, they have just kind of the same thing every single year. And I know they tweak the patterns a little bit, but I don't know. I just feel like St. Patrick's Day is always one of those things that people just don't really care for. But I love the colors in St. Patrick's Day. That's for sure. I love all the rainbow and all the bright colors. So let's see. We also have some Easter card games. Those are 3 packs. We've got some seasonal Easter lunch napkins. Now, I know a lot of you guys decoupage or whatever it's called, with these napkins and stuff like that. So make sure you check out the napkin section, because I know people that DIY and do crafts and stuff love to look at the napkins at Dollar Tree. Those are $1.50 now. Now in the physical store, are they $1.25? I'm not sure, because I don't go into Dollar Tree all that much. But on the website, they're advertised for $1.50. So just keep that in mind, that you're still going to find quite a few things at $1.25. So don't quote the website. Just go into your store and double check. But still take your screenshots for your Dollar Tree wish list. Metal icon hanging bells. These are going to come in a bee, a flower, and a ladybug. Then we have some garden collection tool hangers. I'm not really sure what that's for. And then we have some metal decorative hooks. And again, these are like they're like an S sort of. And then they have like a frog, a dragonfly, a butterfly, a ladybug, and a bee. Super cute. I guess those are for what, planters or something? I'm not really a big gardener, so I don't know all the tools that people use. They do have a lot of paper cups. They have a lot of heart-shaped erasers. They have, crafts and everything. Now, I know a lot of people pay attention, especially lately, to all of the like tumblers and all the little plastic cups and stuff for the kids. They have some Peeps large tumbler with a dome lid and a straw this year for $7. you guys. Now, I hate to say it because you guys know how much I love Dollar Tree. If you've ever listened to my live streams, you know I love Dollar Tree, but I will tell you, yeah, Polly Pocket, she's right. I will tell you guys though, I don't know if this is worth it. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't think this is worth it. And let me tell you why, because you can go into Marshalls, you can go into TJ Maxx, you can go into all those places and you can find tumblers for maybe a little bit more expensive. However, they're going to be better quality. So I think it's just a personal choice. You know, it's not like people are going to stop going into Dollar Tree just because I'm saying, hey, it's $7. But as cute as they are and blah, 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 I'm just not sure if they're worth it. So you can make that call. Remember, as the weeks and months and years go by, we're going to see the prices at Dollar Tree elevate more and more. So, you know, I think as long as you stay focused in honing in on what you know is within your budget, $1.25, $1.75, $1.50, maybe even some plus section items. Just be mindful, you guys, because you know you can get up there and you know you spent $80 and you're like, what the hell did I just get? You know what I mean? Like it's so easy to because you know tax in our area, like for something that's $1.25, I think for Northern California, I think our tax makes it like $1.33, I think, or something like that. And then obviously for $1.75 and so on and so forth, you know, $1.50. So it's just not that it's just so easy, man, to spend like over $100 at Dollar Tree. So just be mindful. Okay, we do have some more round paper plates, and you know, Dollar Tree always comes out with some really pretty patterns and things like that. So keep an eye on all the napkins, plates, stuff like that. We do have a lot of the Sesame Street characters. Those are eggs this year. I don't remember seeing those last year, but I could be wrong because I don't go in the store all that much. But we have Oscar, Big Bird, Elmo, and Cookie Monster. Super cute. If you're putting together a basket for a toddler. Then we have some plastic basket grow kits. So lots of encouragement on gardening this year at Dollar Tree. This could be something that they've already done, but for me, I'm kind of getting my feet wet again with my live streams for 2026. So it's been a little bit. I think the last time I did a Dollar Tree live stream was for Valentine's Day. So, you know, because spring was so long ago, I'm just trying to remember, what they actually advertise. I know everybody really loves the soap dispensers, but again, they are $5 and they are ceramic. So they are pretty, no doubt. They have them in a mint green, a pink, a bunny, and a chicklet or like a baby chick or whatever. But these are $5. And again, I mean, you know, I think it's a personal preference. You can still go to like Home Goods and TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, places like that and still score, you know, these seasonal items such as like soap dispensers and things like that for the same price, to be honest. So I think it's just a personal preference. Peeps, they have a blower wand, which is like a bubble stick or something. So that's fun, but that is a $7 item. Just let me know. I mean, keep that in mind. And then, you know, before, it's just funny. I told you guys, it's so funny that I'm doing this because I told you guys, and I know I don't get that many views on my videos, but I do have to tell you guys, I talked about this when they first started introducing these price raises, you know, or whatever, like these elevated prices, because I said this like probably 6 or 8 months ago. I told you guys that Target did this. They went from $1 to $3 to $5 to $7. And then after they did it for about 6 or 8 months, and maybe a lot of you that do the stores will remember this, Target pulled back. And they stopped putting $7 items out in the bullseye section. And now it's just 1, 3, and 5. So Dollar Tree is really pushing it as far as like trying to sneak in the higher priced items and expecting them to do as well. And the employees are actually commenting on this as well. So if you ever get a chance to speak to your employees, managers, things like that, just ask them. You know, maybe even if you buy something, say, hey, how's this doing? You know what I mean? How are these new prices like? You know, and they'll actually give you their personal opinion on how the sales have changed on Dollar Tree, because I know some of us in the back of our minds are wondering if they're going to end up tumbling like 99, because we remember, for those of us that did 99-cent store when it was 99 cents, and then it turned out to be, you know, so much more, right, as the time went by, and then they folded. So I'm not saying that Dollar Tree is going to fold, but I'm saying that they're trying to kind of push these prices without like people really noticing. And I think it's really going to affect the traction in Dollar Tree. I don't think it's gonna make people not want to shop there, but I think it's going to reduce what people shop in there for, if that makes sense. Because if you look at the toys and the actual like quality of the toys, they're not worth what they're asking them, what they're asking us to pay for it. But it's not going to stop people. I mean, there's still people on a budget. There's still people wanting to get multiple toys for their kids, things like that on a better budget. But I still think that, you can still find these same prices, $5, $5.99, $3.99, $6.99 at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. So we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, so all of the Easter stuff, we still have a lot of Peep stuff, bunny figures. Those are plastic, $7. They got 5 stars, which means they probably clasp pretty good, but $7, and let's say you have 3 kids or whatever, that bumps up your budget and just really reduces what you're going to be able to afford. So just being realistic here. They do have some metal yardsticks that are running around $5. Those really cute, still though, patterns, snails, mushrooms, frogs, butterflies, fireflies. I mean, dragonflies. Lots of flowers. They have more gardening gloves that are solid. Those are $1.50, by the way. Then we have some Easter bean eggs. So those are kind of cool. Those are different. They're like beans. They're shaped like little pinto beans or like, I don't know, black-eyed peas, whatever. Then we have some floppy jumbo-sized bunnies. Those are $7. Then we have some seasonal Valentine's Day trees. They don't have prices on those. I don't know why. So if you're in the store, maybe focus on that. I don't know if any of you guys have pointed that out, but they have a red tree and a pink tree. So that's kind of new for Dollar Tree, in my opinion. I don't know. They might have had something like this last year. I'm not sure. Then they have a lot of paper cups. They have a 12-pack for $1.50, and they have 2 different patterns. They have like bows and like a checkered, kind of like, think of Vans with different hearts on them if you're having some kind of a party or something. Then they have a lot of the gift bags, cards, gnomes. We see this every year. Balloons. The larger balloons, you guys, 1 count, they're going to $5. So I don't know if it's a certain type, but these XOXO letter balloons are $5. Remember when all the balloons just used to be $1.50? Well, not anymore. So I'm just, reminding you guys, just be mindful. Some of you might already know. Some of you might be avid shoppers of the Dollar Tree, but I just like to point out what's happening. So there's some more jute twine for $1.50. There's these solar metal lanterns. These are $6. So these come in gold and in like a black. Then they have some tier trays, which are new, and those are like more Easter themed. They have a multicolor one, and they have a baby blue one. These are $7 items, and it looks like, let's look at this one. It looks like one is kind of like a multicolored, like different color eggs around each plate, and then they have like a plaid or something blue, and then in the middle plate is some bunnies. So super cute, but you would have to be the judge if $7 is worth it, because I don't know how heavy the plates are in those tier trays. So let's continue on here. I love the fact that we're able to merge a bunch of different kinds of holidays together, including the season. So we've got a ton of like signs and stuff like that. Now, luckily, the signs are still $1.50. Maybe some of them are $1.25. I don't know. You'd have to go in your personal store. Then we have some more Valentine's Day napkins, Easter napkins, aprons for $1.50. We've got these themed floral welcome signs for $5. So keep that in mind, $5. Then we have some Easter string lights. These are $7. String lights meaning like a garland kind of, but they have Easter eggs on them. And I think this other one has bunnies on it, but it's $7. So like I said, you can get that kind of stuff at Home Goods and at Ross and Marshalls and places like that. So I think you just have to decide, like I said, if it's worth it. Then we have some more buckets. Remember, for Easter, we have lots of baskets and buckets and things like that they sell. Luckily, those are still $1.50. We have transparent plastic bird feeders. Those are like clear. And they have one that's green, one that's black, and one that is like a brown and gold. And then we have some watering stakes here. Let's see, we're almost done. And this is only the holiday girl. Then we have the Peeps candy. Oh no, these are string lights. Ooh, those are cute. So these are Peeps mini bunny string lights. You get 10 in a package and they're $7. Those are really cute. And so again, like I said, I don't know if you're going to be able to see these, like get these like at Walmart or like at Target or somewhere like that, or Marshalls or TJ Maxx, but these are really cute. So you would have to decide. I think Peeps, I think $7 is fair. They got almost 5 stars, so super cute, very realistic. I like that. I'm a big Peeps fan, you guys. I like Peeps a lot. Okay, so we have more Easter decorations. We've got these 7 pattern multifunction spring nozzles. These are for like your hose, and these are $1.50. Do they work? I don't know. A lot of people rated them 3.8 stars, so just keep that in mind if you're looking for something for your lawn. So they're not going to be top notch pretty much. And then we have food Easter eggs. So these are kind of cute. These are like packages of eggs, but they're shaped like donuts and cookies and ice creams. Those are super cute. So that would be fun to put in a basket for a child or for someone that loves sweets or something. And then we have the erasers for Easter. So we've got some carrots and bunnies and stuff like that. We have some more of the plush baskets. Now, I did show these in the store. They are quite large. Are they worth $10? I don't think so, but that's just my own personal opinion. And I live in Northern California. So my friends live in Southern California, and I'm not sure what they think, in reference to all the other stores that they go to. But these bunnies come in a gray and a brown. And if you're wondering for $10 how big they are 15 inches high and 13 inches wide. So you would have to gauge, on your own if that's worth it. Also, maybe go in the store and look at them and see if they're worth it, because once you start putting things inside of them, you don't want to pay $10 and then it falls apart. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be mad. Just saying. But anyways, all right. Did all the holiday stuff. Like I said, this is really hard, you guys, to narrow this down to an hour. And then, because I wanted to dedicate some time to sharing some sales that are going on for clothes and shoes and stuff like that. I probably shouldn't merge it with Dollar Tree, but I'm online, so why not? I timestamp everything so you guys can always just come back. I go back once the video uploads, and I start doing timestamps so you can jump around. The craft section, now that's something that a lot of people are interested in. It usually doesn't have a lot of products, but everything in the craft section, it's telling me is $1.25 or $1.50. So the majority are like little boxes, trays, all $1.25, which is a nice for crafters to know. So that aisle, what's it called? The craft aisle, I forget what it's called. There's a name for it. But this is where they have all the stickers and all the, accessories and everything. So make sure you're going down that aisle to just check to see all the crafts that Dollar Tree has: paints, acrylic, blackboards, like I said, stickers, hole punchers, these tag clothespins, whiteboards, canvas. Like, they have everything these days, little material. So for the spring, I want to just share this one thing. Okay. So if you go on Temu or you go on Amazon, and I've shared these before, I think I'm going to do a video on all the jeans that I own, but these little pieces of material, and everybody always wants to know what to do with them. Super cute patterns this year, by the way. They have bees, they have daisies, they have this rope kind of nautical thing. They have polka dots. They have red and white polka dots. They have some floral, and then they have like these cherries and watermelon. But I have these like ripped jeans, that I get from Dollar Tree. That I get from Temu and Amazon every year, seasonal, and they sell them with seasonal like patches on them. And I talked about this in like 2023, where I wanted to get just a ripped pair of jeans from like Amazon or something like that, and then take this material, get some denim glue, and put the same patches behind those jeans that Amazon and Temu do. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you later when we go through in a few minutes when we go through all the sales. But I don't know why, but I've always wondered if that would work, and I never did follow through. I did like the press on, the iron-on patches that Dollar Tree has. Those are fun to do. But when I saw these pieces of material, that's one of the first things I thought of is adding them to jeans, or like maybe gluing, a part of it by your pocket or something. I don't know why, but it's because I started seeing these jeans on Amazon and Temu, and I thought, what a fun thing to do, because it's such a small piece of material. When you look at it, you don't really know what to do with it. So try to get crafty with that kind of stuff rather than just thinking about making a pillow or, making some kind of a wreath or something. Okay, so let's look at the home decor. We've got a clear round glass floral vase that's 5 inches. That is $1.75. Then we have some freestanding borderless vertical plastic photo frames. Those are $1.25. We've got the vases that they have every single year. Those are $1.75 now. They used to be $1.50. Remember when they were $1? Mm-hmm. They have some candle like stands, holder things, $1.25. They've got these lanterns. They are very small, these LED lanterns. They're $1.25 as well. Lots of florals right now for spring, so check into the Dollar Tree for all the florals. Those are going to run you, though, $1.75 per stem or per bunch or whatever it is. So just, be mindful. You can go to Hobby Lobby and get your floral for super cheap. So I don't know if it's going to turn out to be, a benefit to you or not. They do have some LED tube pillar candles for $3. We have some closed lid metal candles for $3. We've got lots of ribbon. We have these beaded trays. Now they've had these for a while. When they first came out with these, though, I don't think they had the round ones. They only had these are pretty large. I have them. I was using one by my kitchen sink, but then I had to stop using it because it was not really waterproof. So the only thing I'm going to tell you is if you do use it, you mainly have to use it for decor, because I was using it right near the sink where the faucet is, to put my little greenery and my bottles of, Dawn and hand soap and stuff. And it wasn't enduring. I was really hoping, but the beads started falling off and all this kind of stuff. So they do have a round one. That's cute. These are maybe they're candle holders. I'm not really sure. But lots of floral. So that's pretty much all that we have in the home decor. There's not really much more to share, you guys. The food food is something you really have to go in the store to look for. We can look at the dinnerware, because I know a lot of people are interested in the dinnerware, like the plates and things like that, when they come out with new patterns of plates and stuff. So they have some dog waste basket dispensers for $1.25 if you're taking your dog out. They have, because I know my son, those are those little plastic things, like when my son orders the dog bags, they come attached with the set of bags. They have some kennel club dog harness. I don't know. Okay, so the new plates for 2026 are these are they gardenias? No, hydrangeas. That's what they're called. So they do have a new plate set. It's white and it has like a purple and blue floral trim on the side for $1.50. Now plates never used to be $1.50, but they are. The one thing I do like about Dollar Tree's like dinnerware though and stuff, glasses, stained glass, mugs, saucers, dinner plates, all that stuff. You can mix and match. You just have to watch it, because if you're buying a set of 6 or something, it can get quite spendy. So you might want to look on Walmart for something like that. But I do like the fact that you can mix and match all of their product. You know what I mean? They do have some really pretty placemats this year as well, with lots of pink and purple. $1.50 per placemat. So, they are reversible as well. So it looks like one side is green and the other side is floral, if you're looking for that. Let's see, what else do we have? Toolbox for $5. We've got some home collection embroidered washcloths for a 5-pack for $4. We've got a blue hydrangea printed cooler glass for $1.50. More plates. The bowls are also $1.50. So if you're looking for a set, you're going to pay $1.50 per plate per bowl. The bowls, I know some people care about the bowls because of cereal or soup or whatever you put in them. The bowls are, excuse me, the bowls are 2.5 inches high and 5.5 inches wide. So, or deep, or whatever. So, and they hold 15 ounces. So if that's a pretty good size bowl for $1.50 for you, and you only need a set of 4, it's not really going to cost you that much. Really pretty pattern as well for spring. And then Dollar Tree has areas on their website as well to give you ideas as well in case, I mean, I'm sure we have Pinterest and all of that, but so hydrangeas are a big deal this year. They usually are though every year. Um, we have some no stuffing plushie toys for the animals, but just be careful. We've got some diamond braid rope at 100 feet for $5. We have some Kennel Club adjustable medium sized dog collars for, I don't know, there's no price on those. We have some magic towels. I think they always sell those character towels for $1.25. Like if you're, I think those are like, aren't those like if the like when you go to dinner or something and the kids need a towel, like I don't know if it's a towelette or what. I don't know. Um, room spray. We have, I guess they're now selling toilet paper. These are a 4-pack of double rolls, quilted northern, for $5. So only a 4-pack, but it's for $5, and it's double rolled. So if you get in a pinch, you need, toilet paper. Dollar Tree has your Dollar Tree's there for you. There is Lysol. It's a double Lysol Power 2-in-1 Atlantic Fresh Power Clean Cleaning Gel 2-pack. Now, I remember a while back when I used to watch the couponers. I don't know if Dollar Tree was one of the few stores that allowed you to use coupons. I don't know if they still do, but you might want to keep that in mind if you are like shopping and you want to use coupons, because Dollar Tree may still allow you to do that. Because these are 2 for $5. I don't know if that's a deal or not, to be honest. I really don't know. You'd have to go to Walmart and price check or something, or go on the website and price check and see if some of the stuff that Dollar Tree's selling is worth it. And then lastly, it's all just like cleaners and stuff like that. So that is pretty much all of the Dollar Tree new arrivals I can share with you. If you're looking for school supplies, toys, things like that, they have the recurring Easter chalk that they have every year. They have lots of stuffies. They have lots of pens every year, plushies. They've got, new books coming in. Always check the book aisle. The books are amazing at Dollar Tree, so don't ever sleep on those. They've got some slime. I have to tell you, though, I bought Naomi this slime for $1.75. It got all over my chairs. I did get it out because I cleaned it immediately, but be careful with that slime, you guys. If it gets on your bed, in the carpet, or on your chair, forget it. I mean, I use Dawn and Windex for everything. That's like my magic formula, and it gets out everything every time. I also use warm water instead of cold, but the slime stuff, I just have to forewarn you. Okay. Especially if you're a renter, because it's really hard. And I know sometimes, when the kids spill, it's not their fault, or because she freaked out. She had the slime. She begged me for the slime in Dollar Tree. I said, okay, I'll get it for you. And then, she's normally really careful. Like Naomi's she's just really considerate. She's really, I don't know. I just love her so much. She's like she's so considerate. She's so caring. And she spilled it a little bit. And one thing I can tell you about like me and little kids and stuff like that, I don't get mad. I never get mad. So she was freaking out. She was like, oh my gosh, she was crying and the whole thing. And I said, why are we crying? She's like, I got slime on your new chair. And she was just like freaking out. And I'm like, no big deal. And then like, she couldn't believe it. Every single time she spills, it like takes me like maybe 10 minutes. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, it looks like it was never there. And that's why I tell her, don't cry. Don't freak out. Everything's fixable. It's just a chair. You know what I mean? Like, but I know some people are sensitive. Some people are, they just lose their patience or whatever. But just know that if you use Dawn and you use Windex as a formula together with some warm water, it will take it right out. But don't scrub things into something. Try to lightly lift it, and then, or even when you lightly lift it with the Dawn and with the Windex, try to vacuum it. I know that sounds stupid, but try to vacuum it first before you start scrubbing into a chair or scrubbing into the carpet or on your bed or wherever the spill is, regardless of what it is. But slime at Dollar Tree is the hardest. I have to tell you, man, it is I don't know what they put in that stuff, but it is horrible. But I got it out in 5, 6, 7 minutes. All right. She's like, you're the stain queen. What does she say? You're the stain cleaner queen or something. She's so funny. I'm like, it's not that big a deal, really. I have to make sure, did I mute myself? I have to make sure I don't mute myself because I touched the mic. All right, so more toys, all that stuff. See, they have some walkie-talkies for $5, so lots of $5 items. They do have some toys now for $8. I'm like, hell no. I mean, when I was in Dollar Tree, I was looking, all around the wall, and I'm like, there's no freaking way. I would not pay no $10 for this piece of crap. I mean, sorry for saying that, but seriously, I would not. I would go to like other stores. I do know that if you're an Uno fan, they do have a lot of card games and stuff like that for the kids as well. So, keep that in mind. They're already starting to put out some spring and summer like goggles and things like that. So, pay attention to that kind of stuff if you guys are starting to stock up on the summer stuff, like for the spring and the summer, if you go to the beach and all that kind of crap. But I just want to heavily say, be careful with the slime. Because here is the Nickelodeon Noisy Goop slime for $1, not $1.25, not $1.50, $1. Believe it or not, there's a $1 item, and it's Nickelodeon slime, and it is how much? Let's see, 9.25 inches wide, and it's 3 inches high. So it says 13.78 though in length. I don't understand that. I hate when they do that. They do like height and weight, and it's just weird. Height and length and all this different kind of stuff. What? Anyway, so they do have some Nickelodeon slime for $1. So if your kids convince you to get the slime, just beware. It would be really a good idea. And I know I'm just talking out of my, most of you guys are not even going to care. But if you bought a kiddie pool, and then you let them play with like something like that inside the kiddie pool, like don't fill it up or nothing like that. But I'm saying, they probably have like some kind of plastic mat or something for kids, you know what I mean? For like the play area, and then let them play with the slime on top of like one of those like vinyl mat things, so that if it spills or whatever, then you can just wipe it right up. Wouldn't that be great? Or you could use probably like a vinyl tablecloth or something, put it out and then let them sit on it and then play on. I mean, I always try to get crafty. Like every single time I had her and Kai together, because Kai is like, I think Kai's 4 now, but like whenever I had them together, it was like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? So I'm always trying to throw out ideas for parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and stuff. Cause some of us that don't have kids around all the time, like are kind of sensitive about our furniture. Anyway, all right. So they have some plush ear. They have lots of headbands and stuff for the kids. They have lots of Nerf stuff and cars and all this kind of stuff. And they range anywhere from $1 all the way up to $10. So just be mindful when you're in the toy area. And that is going to wrap it up for Dollar Tree. Thank goodness. All right. So we covered probably about 400 items, to be honest. I don't really cover the beauty aisle on the website because it doesn't really ever show us makeup. I mean, if it does, it's going to show us something from the Dollar Tree manufacturer side of things. And we don't ever really get any, like, we don't get lucky, not on the website, not for like, some of the random makeup items you see in the store. We're not really going to see any of that. Not really. See, I mean, they show loofahs and like Blistex and mirrors, and they have like Be Pure. What is Be Pure? Be Pure replaced another brand that they had, and I know my friends that go in there all the time would know, but Be Pure is new, but it replaced something that was there before, and I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they have new toothbrushes. They have all kinds of new skincare. They have the sleeping masks, shower masks, whatever they're called. They have a bunch of new hair accessories. I know a lot of people like those. They have a lot of feminine products, still for $1.25, $1.50, somewhere around there. They have a lot of face masks and things like that, socks. They have, like I said, face masks. Let's see what else. This is all stuff we already know about. I was just trying to see if there was anything new I could share with you. They have more, like the novelty socks, like I was saying, Dr. Pepper, Sour Patch Kids, Mountain Dew, Coke, Pepsi, Oreos. I like the Oreos. Those are cute. So remember, all of the novelty socks, luckily, even them being brand, gummy bears and, all that kind of stuff. Luckily, these are still $1.50. They have Fruit Loops this year. They have Mountain Dew, sour Swedish Fish, Sour Patch Kids, Dr. Pepper, Skittles, and Oreos. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot more, but these are, by the way, these are a 2-pack of Crew socks for $1.50, which is great. Fantastic. I'm not a big Crew sock person. I like the ankle socks, but I love me some characters. I mean, I love me some of the novelty socks. I love that. So, Juncture has some new socks as well. I'm really into the socks. This is the last thing I'm going to cover with Dollar Tree. So Juncture has some new socks. It looks like they have like playing card socks. It looks like maybe it says Queen, like the Q with the heart, And then they have some ankle socks and some Crew socks that are new for 2026. Let me see. Yeah. So they have 2 pairs of Crews. They have a black pair with cherries on them and a white pair with a Q for Queen. And then they have like some Valentine's Day like ankle socks, which is cute. Those are cute. I love Dollar Tree socks. I really do. Some of them are made better than others, though. I will tell you that, because I don't like socks that I put on my feet that are super stretchy. Like every time you walk, they get all disfigured and move around. I hate that. Just saying. But anyways, all right. So lots of socks to check out at Dollar Tree, and that is going to wrap up Dollar Tree. All right. So now I'm going to get out of Dollar Tree altogether, and I'm going to move on to other things. So when this uploads, I'm going to timestamp it for y'all. So I think I did pretty good. All right. So now that I've done that, we're going to jump around for about 15 minutes and I'm going to leave you for good. So it's really, let me see. This light is way, okay. There we go. All right. So for those of you that have stayed or that jumped around and moved towards the end of the video, I just kind of want to share some finds that I have seen for sales. Okay, so I will make sure and timestamp this accordingly. So Old Navy, as I mentioned, has 2% back on Rakuten. They're having their year-end sale, and they are having a huge clearance as well. And let's look at Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is like just old news. I feel like Valentine's Day is just like kind of just tired now. But they have a ton of different stuff. See, they have some light sweaters on sale, reds and pinks and whites and all that stuff. This is cute for $23. I like this cropped one right here. This is cute. They have some pajamas on sale for $40. Wow. Here's a 2-piece set of pajamas for $35. This is a cute little sweatshirt for $27. Cute sweater for $27. Pajamas for $15. And some socks and stuff. So check out Old Navy. They have a ton of stuff on sale. Obviously, depending on your budget, it's going to depend on what you feel is the best buy. So I'm kind of just scrolling through here quickly because I've already been online for so long. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but I do timestamp. So I'm not really going to stress because I timestamp. All right. So there are brand new arrivals that are coming in to Old Navy. So if you're looking to see what's in for 2026, stripes are everywhere, you guys. Oh my goodness. Stripes are everywhere. So if you're looking for casual stuff, stripes are going to be super in. Love this sweater right here. Absolutely love this sweater. Love that. I love that it has a little crisscross bow right there. And I know it's super simple, but I just absolutely love it. But they're not advertising the sweater. They're advertising the jeans. I'm just noticing right now. But if you're looking for just clearance items specifically, I do believe 30% off clearance. Here we go. So you can go into the women. It'll say under 5, under 10, under 15, under 20. I would say probably under 5 is. We can start with under 5. So if you're looking for year-end clearance, they have some cute stuff though. $4.97 for that cute little pull-on shirt. They have lots of yoga stuff. They have some character shirts, some pinstripes, some pajamas, some jeans, shorts. Look at that, high-waisted jean shorts, 9-inch seam. I love those. $4.47. Let's see what the size is. And they're all sold out. See, I hate when they do that. The only size they have left in these jeans is a 30. Let's see. What do they have in the black? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. They have a 30 in the black too. And then they have in the lighter one, yeah. So only plus sizes on this end. So obviously people jump. That's what the one thing about when January hits is you got to be on your stuff. If you have a favorite store, you need to be stocking it, like literally stocking it every single day. Keep stuff in your cart, check it every day until it drops to the price that you want it to. And I know that's a lot of work, but for the hunters that love clearance, trust me, they get the best deals. So, I mean, because they had shorts on sale for $4.47, 85% off those. 85%. And I'm sure, I don't know when they did it. They probably did it sometime in December, but definitely check out Old Navy if that's a store that you enjoy. They still have some of the holiday pajamas on sale. I just think, look at how low, I mean, they $6.97. These are bottoms, all bottoms for $3.97. Those are cute. Those little, look how cute those are. Those little Santas, look how cute those are. Now, I don't know what's going to be in next year, but for $3.97, and they still have some decent sizes. I wouldn't rule out tall either. I know a lot of people don't buy tall, but I don't see the difference, to be honest. Anyway, so they have an extra 30% off. Old Navy does, and you can do it by size or whatever. You can do it by women, men, kids, and then they have new deals coming in. They have lots of new arrivals here. So I just wanted to kind of make light of Old Navy if you're an Old Navy fan. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next store that I was talking about. So let me stop this and let me go into my next store, which is going to be, let me just close out Old Navy. So the next store I wanted to talk to you about was Sam's. Now I have a few items in my Sam's cart right now, and I'll show you what I personally am looking at. So Vince Camuto already has his St. Patrick's Day sweaters out. The only one I liked out of these three was this one that just says Lucky because it's just all green. I don't know, you guys. I'm so over red and green because of Christmas. That's the only thing is I'm so over red and green. But these are new to Sam's Club and they're made really well. Remember, if you're going to get a Vince Camuto sweater, size down. So if you are going to compliment that part of the holiday and you like any of these styles, I just like the one that says Lucky, period. And I would get a medium. So I already have that in the cart for myself. So Vince Camuto still has quite a few sweaters. Now Sam's Club is still advertising the Christmas sweaters for $4.81 at this point for Vince Camuto, but I could not score any myself, so I'm not sure. I know that we're so close to Valentine's Day. If you are interested in any of the sweaters that I shared, that I got for myself, I definitely would have you put those in your cart and then just keep checking because they are going to go on clearance. I know Valentine's Day isn't here quite yet, but they are going to start sailing off. They're going to start clearancing those off soon. They do have some Halloween sweaters left from 2025. I bought the one with the cat. I thought that was really cute. I also bought the one with the pumpkins, and I'm glad I did because now I have some sweaters for next year, but I'm sure he's going to come out with a new pattern for next year. For this year, for 2026. That was the 2025. For those of you that are football fans, he does have a football sweater, which I would never get that, but he had two. He had this gray one with footballs on it, and then he had another one right here, but it says it's black, and I don't know. It's not showing us those. So what I usually do when I go to Sam's, because I've recently discovered Sam's clothes, I just put clearance on here and I just start looking, and then I'll start to see everything that Sam's is clearancing off. Now I know I was told every Sam's location has different clearance sales. So for those of you that are members of Sam's Club or Costco, I would definitely go in and start looking in the bins, looking where they sell clothes and kid stuff and all that stuff, because they oftentimes sell like graphic t-shirts, sweaters, sweatshirts, hoodies, things like that. They're just casual wear that are actually made really well. And you can really get some good deals. You can also get some good deals for home, like blankets and towels and wash rags and stuff like that. So definitely check out Sam's. If you're not a member, you can get a 1-day pass and you can go in and just look around. But they even have some really nice plush robes on sale right now for $13. Those are Members Mark brand. They have like this hutch is on sale for $3.99. They have some furniture on sale. They have some outdoor furniture on sale. They have some mirrors on sale if you're looking to accent your house. They have, and this is a really nice mirror right here. It's $50 off. They don't have it in gold anymore because I looked myself, but they do have it in black for $39, and it's quite a large mirror. They also have a tall mirror that I want really bad. This one right here, I just kind of want to point this out because I've been staring at this thing. It's $30 off right now. It's a full-length mirror. It's a vintage antique mirror. So it has the detail on the top of the mirror. It's not very wide, and I'm not really for a lot of the thinner mirrors. I prefer the wider mirrors if it's going to be full length. But for $79, this one measures at 66 inches high and 22 inches wide. So I do have to tell you that if you are interested in this mirror, it's a nice mirror, but it's not going to be that wide. So if you do stand and look at yourself and stuff like that, it's just going to be super narrow, like super tall, like skinny. I mean, you know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, because there is a nicer, wider one at Walmart. They sell all the time. That's like, I think it's like $60. It's such a nice mirror. And it's not going to come arched or antique looking like this one, but it is a really good buy. And it's only like, I think $59 or something like that. So, in my live streams, you guys, I like to give you the best deals that I can. In the future weeks to come, I will not tail this on Dollar Tree anymore. I will just start sharing with you guys year-end sales, discounts, ultimate clearance, stuff like that online, and I'll make that its own live stream. But for now, because I promised you guys I would share with you a couple of things I was looking at myself, I definitely wanted to share that with you. So in the departments on Sam's as well, and again, I'm just sharing kind of what I've been doing the last few weeks, because since I've discovered Sam's clothes, I've actually just had so much fun, just looking around, because I don't normally do this. It's not my thing. But since I've discovered the Vince Camuto stuff, I'm just like, hey, I kind of like this stuff. Because I know a lot of people make fun of people that buy stuff at like Costco and Sam's. But to be honest, you guys, like, they don't have bad. Everything they sell is brand. That's what's cool about it. So they do have some high-waisted jeans right now on sale at Sam's Club for $14.76. They are straight legs, so they're not necessarily skinny jeans, but they come in like a light wash, they come in a dark wash, and they come in like just a regular blue, and they go all the way up to a 24 wide, I guess. I don't know what that means, the W, but they have them in plus sizes. So they have them from a 0 all the way up to 24. And that's in all 3 sizes. And you can get these online at $4 off at $14.76. So if you are looking to add a couple of pairs of jeans to your collection and you don't want to break the bank, I do highly recommend Sam's Club for that. Let's see, what else do I want to share with you? I know spring is coming, so I'm trying to just kind of point out the things that I've been eyeballing myself. So let's see, new items. Let's see or maybe I should just do women's clothing. Hold on, let me do women's clothing and just see if it clusters it together. Okay, So as you can see, Sam's Club does like all these categories like tops, new items, dresses, bottoms, shoes. So let's check out the shoes. I've never really checked out the shoes at Sam's. So I know Sam's sells a lot of variety of Birkenstocks and of Skechers. Now my daughter, because she has wide feet, loves Birkenstocks. So I'm going to go ahead and just add these to my cart because I'm going to show her these. She's just a recent new Sam's Club member, and she loves Birkenstocks just because they're really comfortable. You know, she's got all the kids. She's always running around, and she likes comfort. Sam's always sells some really nice plush slippers still. They're only $12.88. So definitely check out all of the shoes, slippers, spring type stuff for Sam's Club if you're interested. I'm always interested, you guys. I love shoes and all kinds of different types of shoes. So if you're looking for comfort, if you're looking for tennis shoes, Steve Madden, they have a pair of Steve Madden in women's. They're just all white, which I like, for $32.94. These are so nice. I like these. They do have a silver side to them. They also had a pair of black ones with the white stripe. And I just noticed that with Sam's, they sell out really quickly. So that's the only thing I want to share with you guys is that, you know, when you see it, get it, is all I'm saying. So even if you do have a membership and you're in the store and you're browsing around, buy it while they have it, because, you know, if you're a member and you get if you're a member and you get instant savings, then yes, definitely you'll have the opportunity to get it online for probably a little bit cheaper. But you know, platform shoes are also in, but I just would highly recommend checking out the website, and also make sure you're checking out your location, because every location of Sam's and Costco have different sales, different clear outs. I didn't know that at first. I thought they were all the same. And then the girl at our location told us no, that they have their own sales. So just something to keep in mind. All right, let's move on to another set of sales. So this is American Eagle. I did tell you guys before that I was kind of looking around American Eagle for some of the sweatshirts and things that they had. So let me go ahead and add that real quick. They are having a huge sale right now, lots of clearance. Their clearance is 60% off. I'm just going to go to women. They have shop all clearance or 70% off. Now, this I noticed goes very, very quickly. I guess there's the diehard like American Eagle shoppers, you know what I mean? So they start looking and they wait and wait and wait. You know what I mean? Sizes go really quickly at American Eagle. Most of everything that I'm looking at that they or I'm discovering on the website is oversized. So I do watch some creators that shop at American Eagle, and some of them, you know, kind of give an example of what the clothes are like and how to size. So I have noticed that a lot of the oversized stuff, you need to size down one. I'm actually learning that for a lot of different clothes, but American Eagle is having a really good sale on some of their casual sweatshirts. That was all that I was interested in really for myself, because this is such a youthful store. And again, I'm in my 50s. I don't mind. It doesn't really matter where I shop, you know, because as long as the store has something that I can wear that's not too young for me, in my opinion, then I'm comfortable shopping wherever. It doesn't matter. But I am noticing that it is time, or at least for myself, because I know I am a cheapskate. I buy a lot of inexpensive things, but I am realizing that, you know, there's nothing better than quality material. There's nothing better than quality items. So I would say that, you know, if you are eyeballing something at one of these nicer stores, just try to keep track of it and try to follow it. And then, you know, you're going to be able to get a pretty good sale on whatever it is that you're looking for. So, because like this, I like these pants a lot, but I don't know. They only sell them in a 10 long. What are they made out of, though? That's what I have to know. Because, I mean, these could be a gold pair of jeans for me. What are they made of? They're 50. What are they made out of? Oh, 80%, 87% cotton and 87% cotton and 13% recycled cotton, which means these, okay, in my opinion, because they're straight cotton all the way around, These probably, what I think a 10 is for my body is probably like a 6. So I don't know. I noticed that like the Gap and like American Eagle and stuff, unless they have some kind of stretch in them, they probably run very small. I mean, in my opinion, because I just can't wear straight denim, straight cotton things. I just can't. I mean, I'm too heavy. If it's a plus size, then yeah, but I don't know. I don't really like to go that avenue because then it just really makes me realize how big I am. But in my opinion, okay, um, because it's because of my body type, it's just really hard for me to achieve the goal weight that I need to in order for me to feel height and weight proportionate. So when I go to the better brands like American Eagle, I have to really pay attention to what they're made out of because I really like these. These are super cute, but I have a feeling that these are all cotton as well. And all 100% cotton, you guys, is like a very tight fit. It really is. I just need to know the material. Does it say? It doesn't say the material. It doesn't say the material. I don't know. But I know that if it's 100% cotton, oh, details. Here we go. What are they made out of? Stretch. Next level stretch. So they're 40% rayon, 31% cotton, 20% recycled cotton. So 40%. Yeah, they probably do have a little bit of stretch to them. What sizes are available? Oh, all of them. Wow, look at that. A 12 regular went first. I don't know. I'd probably get a 14. I'm going to add those to my cart. I don't know how much I like the capris like that come right underneath the knees. But see, I'm super short. So for me, it would come like right on the shin, probably. Super cute, though. I like the way they're made. Super cute. Anyway, so check out American Eagle. They have a ton of different jeans on sale right now for decent prices. I would just definitely pay attention to the make and the material. I love these right here. I like that seam that goes down the leg. How much are these? Like, I just need to know what these are made out of too. These are 56% cotton, 23% tensile. I don't know what that means. Tensile. Do they have any stretch to them? Yes. AE stretch, super high waisted. Those look cute. What size are do these come in a? I'm tempted to buy a 12, but I'm scared. No, see, look at these are really popular. You can always tell when the sizes are gone. I mean, I could probably get them in a 10 and then they could be like my gold jeans. And then every month I can try them on. Anyway, they have a ton of jeans on sale, so definitely check those out if you guys are into the better brands and you like American Eagle. I know a lot of people do. So they don't have too many ripped jeans though. I mean, they have these skin. Oh, I know a lot of people like these jeans here too. The ripped jeans, I feel like I'm never going to stop. I mean, I like ripped jeans myself. I like see for me, if I had to choose, I like more the skinny jean. I just don't like the skinny jean that looks like a leotard. You know what I mean? Like I like these, but they're just so snug. But I feel like if they see how skinny they are, I don't know if I like skinny jeans like that. I like somewhere in the middle, which is really hard to tell. You can always tell like when I talk about clothes because I don't really shop all that much for myself. And I love button-ups like this. I never have been a fan of the flare jean. And I'm an apple-shaped girl, so it's really hard to find a pair of jeans that fit me well. You know? Like these are $51. And you always know the better brands are going to cost more. Anyway, so that is American Eagle. So let's move on to the next store, which is JCPenney. And then I will close out with JCPenney. All right. So JCPenney is also having a sale. And this is the end of the road for me. So they are having a huge sale. So I just want to kind of point this out for those of you that care. They buy more, 50% off. So if you spend $125, you're going to get 50% off. If you spend $75, you're going to get 40% off. Valentine's Day, I didn't even look to see what they have for her. Let's see. What do they have in terms of clothing for Valentine's Day? Fashion? Let's see. Valentine's Day apparel. Let's just look. Gender, women. Let's see. They have some sweaters on sale. They have some, those are cute. I would never wear a wide leg jean though. I don't know. I don't think I could ever get myself to wear a wide leg jean. I'm too short. I've got a thing for you. This is kind of cute. $14. They have some pop culture shirts, I guess. This is cute. This is really cute. Where's the sweater at? Is this it? I think that's the sweater, right? That's a cute sweater. $30. It's a pullover. That's cute. I was trying to just kind of share. I've always loved JCPenney's jewelry. So if you guys ever get a chance to go look at the tables of the jewelry. Hey, wait, what was that sweatshirt? This is what I do at night. Every damn night, I go on the websites for hours on end, and I shop for all this stuff. Can you believe it? Let's see. So what's that shirt? Oh, this one? What is that, a Sherpa? No. Forever 21? How? Is Forever 21 owned by JCPenney's? What? JCPenney's and Forever 21 are owned by each other. Can you guys believe this? Ooh. All right, let's shop their clearance real quick. I did not know that. I like this shirt right here. Oh no, that's a denim skirt. I'm too old for that. See, it's really hard, man. It's really hard to shop junior styles because I'm old. Let's see, gender, juniors. I'm more interested in like sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff like that. I could never wear college girl type stuff, but I do like to look at, some of the sweatshirts and stuff. They're fun. All right, so that's not, let's see. How about women? Clearance. Lots of clearance in the women's section of JCPenney. Doesn't say. Can we do low to high? So JCPenney's has a lot of socks, underwear, pajamas on clearance, t-shirts, sleeveless tank tops. I used to love getting my undergarments from JCPenney. They had the best selection. I remember that. I used to live for that, going in there and buying all my undergarments. Lots of shorts, socks, sweaters. I'm looking for, I like that tee. Crew neck, that's cute. $4.99? What? I want this shirt. Isn't that silly how I like this shirt so much? I'm going to get an extra. Maybe I should get an extra large, huh? I don't know. Yeah, no, that's big enough. 14, 16. Heck yeah, so I'm going to get that. That's cute. So you're shopping with me right now, literally. Okay, let's look and see what else they have. They have lots of bathing suits and stuff like that. I never have been a person that likes yoga pants. They have some shorts, but they're too short. See, I can't wear stuff like that. I mean, I could if I was really super skinny, but I'm not. These are cute, but they're still low. These are better. They're lower for $5. Or no, that's the shirt. Let's see. Sometimes, JCPenney's. Oh, here's some yoga. Look at high-rise yoga pants, capris. Liza would probably like those for $5.89. Not bad. They got really good reviews. Lots of pajamas on clearance. Jewelry. I did not know that Forever 21 was owned by JCPenney. Did you guys know that? I did not. I want this Betty Boop shirt, though. That's cute. But they don't have a large, so no. See, I like this kind of style right here. I keep seeing women over 50 on Instagram kind of dressing like this, which is kind of weird because that's a kind of like a college girl. But I keep seeing women over 50 like wearing in layers. Super cute style too. Okay. Just going through JCPenney's as a closeout to let you guys know what's on there. JCPenney's is a weird store because I think a lot of people don't really pay attention, This is a cute shirt. If you're just going to wear it like under something. They have a large and an extra large. I don't know. I just think for me, I've tried to buy clothes, like little shirts like that, wear with like a skirt or something. And I'm just too wide. I just can't. They look funny at the waist. Here's some skinny mid-rise capris for those of you that like capris. Misses. They come in like a green, a white. I love white. You guys know that. St. John's Bay. Pinstripe. What? Those are cute. They've got a regular jean and then they have a light jean and they come in all sizes. The only size that's not available in the light is 8. They have the mid-rise misses. The only size they have available in that one, in the regular blue jean, is 18. The pinstripe, they have a 4 and an 18. The white, 16 and 18. And the green, 8, 14, 16, 18. Kind of cute. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever wear like lime green. I'm not sure. I think see, this is like what the plus size shorts look like. I don't know. I don't know. They're only $6 though. I don't know. I've tried to buy plus size for myself. I bought a 0XL and they just don't fit. They're too big, which seems weird because it looks like I could fit a 0XL, but I can't. I've tried. Even on Shein, I've tried buying. Me and Liza, I buy the 0XL for me and the 1XL for her, because Liza's in 30, but she's 5'9". I mean, she's super tall, but still, they just don't fit us. It's weird. We have to stay within the regular sizes. So weird, the way that clothes are made today. It's just that's why when I pulled out those clothes out of my closet, I was like, man, some of the 12s like from way back in the day just seem like they're smaller. Like my 12 that I pulled out that I tried to put on, it was a red pair of pants that I used to wear for Valentine's Day. And it seems like they're more like an 8. It's so strange. And it's probably just because they've been making stretch denim for so long that, they just really haven't been making like cotton denim. Or maybe I just haven't bought those in so long that now I'm just like, these are cute. Are these St. John's too? Yep. 20 tall, 20 tall, 20 tall. I think we already covered that. Lots of jewelry on sale, bathing suits. If you want to go through JCPenney's and look around. You can filter this out as well on the left-hand side. So I'm just going through like the whole thing. You can also filter it out by size, style, category. I'm just kind of showing you the overall view. So lots and lots of jewelry if you're into costume jewelry. If you're into pop culture shirts, they have some on sale for $8. Lots of capris, shorts, pants, tank tops, loungewear, pajamas, shorts, underwear. Overalls for $8. And they have everything: misses, juniors, activewear, bathing suits, undergarments, jewelry. So ton of stuff on sale. And if you didn't know, like I said, to close out the video, JCPenney's owns Forever 21 or vice versa. I don't know who bought out who. I know JCPenney's has been in trouble for a long time and a lot of the physical stores are closing down, but the websites are still going strong. So there's still people shopping on here and everything. Another store I used to shop at a long time ago was, what's it called? It was like a boutique. I can't remember the name of it. There were certain like little stores that they used to sell like clothes in the mall. I haven't been to a mall in ever, but they used to sell, it's where I got my sloth slippers and my gingerbread slippers. I can't remember. It's like a teenage store, you know. But JCPenney's, Macy's. Oh, and the Rack. The Rack is also having a huge sale on all kinds of shoes, clothes, perfumes, bags, everything. So make sure you check out the Rack, Nordstrom Rack, if you're into buying brands, because right now they're having some outstanding sales on the website. So if you're into designer brands, definitely take a look at the Rack, because there's just too much to choose from on the Rack. So I'm not going to go there, but definitely. Oh, see, I like these. These are cute for $9. Look at that. They're so cute. Are they made of just cotton or what? What are they made out of? 95% cotton. See, that means if they're 95% cotton, I would only be able to wear like a 16 maybe. But anyway, you guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for jumping around, coming back, watching all the stores I did. I'll timestamp this once it goes up. Dollar Tree was first. I'm very excited. I will bring these videos later in, as we go along and start making like sales of the week or something, because I want to eventually put a video out on my channel every single week. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping you in the loop for all of the sales. So definitely make sure you pay attention to all these stores, especially if you're looking for, spring stuff, undergarments, bathing suits, socks, underwear, jeans, tank tops, pop culture shirts, sandals. These are, look at that. These are cute. These are kind of like 2 years ago, right? For $10, and they have a 7.5. Yes, please. Wait a minute. I'll be buying those like right now. Those are just cute. Those are super cute. I mean, they're probably like yesterday's news, but I think they're kind of cute. I never really was into two-tone anything. Oh, look. What? No, these are even cuter, girl. Oh man, they don't have my size. They only have a 9. That's Liza's size. Dang it. I really like those. That's disappointing. Man, that sucks. Anyway, like I said, if you are looking for loungewear, what's this? Peanuts Social Club. Oh, that's a shirt. How come they never sell them together? They never sell them as a 2-piece set. They always sell them individual. Oh, these are cute. Anna. These are super cute. Those little wedges right there. I'm always afraid I'm going to like roll my ankle every time I like buy platform shoes like that. Like those clogs that I had on, I put them on and I was wearing them around the house and I was like, I don't know if I'm out in public and man, one little like fall to the left or the right side of my ankle and that's it. That is it, girl. That is it. Is that like Tony the Tiger? What? Tony the Tiger? They're great. That's an extra small though. I can't wear an extra small. Oh man, I don't ever want to be a small or an extra small. I prefer to be a medium. I don't need to be super small. I don't care about all that anymore. I used to. I don't anymore. Those are cute. $10. I'm a sucker for a sandal. I just don't like, my sister is the one that likes all the crystals and all that stuff. I I'm not a bedazzled girl. That's not. This is cute, but I can't wear stuff like that. And plus it's cropped. Super cute though. Look at those. Are those kids? Those are a little bit too young for me. Those are cute though. I don't like flats. Flats are just not my thing. These are Bermudas. I don't know. I remember when Bermudas were in. I remember when in the 90s when the patches were in. Do you guys remember that? I mean, I don't know if anybody's watching or anybody's even going to just jump around to this part of the video, but I remember when I had the coolest pair of like Levi's, and they were like patchy, and they had like all these different types of patches. Very cool. They were very boho, very super cute. They fit me perfectly, and I don't know what the hell happened to them. I don't remember. There were just a few pairs of like pieces of clothing that I really loved as I was getting older, and I should have kept them. It's one of those things where you keep your favorite pair of pants from your high school days, and you're like, I wonder if I can fit these still. Do you know what I mean? And then you're like, you put them on and you're like, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I was trying to get through the whole thing for you, but I don't know if I'm going to get that far. Man, can you believe that girls are wearing shorts that short? I mean, skirts that short? What the hell? That's crazy. I would never let my daughter wear something like that. This looks like it's all the plus size stuff and everything. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is plus size. Cute shoes though. I kind of like these a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that is everything, you guys. So don't sleep on JCPenney. Look at their undergarments, look at their jeans, sweatshirts, shirts, shoes. They have a ton of stuff on sale right now. It's all on clearance. They do have that giant sale. This is cute. Look how cute that is. I always felt uncomfortable wearing mini skirts. I mean, I wore them when I was in my 30s, but I was always uncomfortable in them. Never could wear them comfortably. All right. So this is the last page. Lots of jeans on sale. Lots of, like just casual stuff. $13. I'm not a big fan of the wide flare legs or whatever, but ton of different jeans, lots of yoga pants. These are cute. Some sweatshirts and stuff like that. So definitely check it out. You might be able to score a couple of pieces, just staples. And then if you spend $100 at JCPenney's, you'll get 40% off. I think it said on the top, right? Is it 40% off? It says, so spend $125, you get 50% off, or spend $75 and you get 40% off. So definitely check out JCPenney's, you guys, if you're interested. And that is going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much, you guys, if you made it through the video, because I doubt that you did. But if you do come back, I appreciate you. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed Dollar Tree and all the other stores that I checked out. Hope you find a great deal, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, you guys. Bye.